everybody, and welcome back to Real Madrid Hub, your stop for all things Real Madrid news. I am your host, Eric Rivera, and remember, you can catch me on my podcast, which is Y Nada Más, a Real Madrid podcast, and you can get that wherever you find your favorite podcasting content, whether that be Apple, Google, Spotify, what have you. I am available there. So let's get right into it. The question on everybody's mind is what is going on with Real Madrid and what is going on with Martin Ødegaard. What is Zidane thinking? Obviously, a lot of Madridistas were kind of divided. Some were protecting Zidane, some were, defending him, and others have been asking for Zidane's head. But this has essentially lit a fire in Madridistas, wondering what is going on with our youth players, what is going on, especially with Martin Ødegaard, who was such a promising prospect for Real Madrid based on his performances last season with Real Sociedad. There was a report today by Roberto Ramajo of AS.com, and he was basically saying that the plans that Martin Ødegaard had previously, even after last year's success with Real Sociedad, was that he wanted to stay with the San Sebastian team for at least one more season. Martin Ødegaard's father has also clarified that he felt that that would be the best move for his son. However, Zidane brought him back, and apparently there were a lot of promises made to Martin Ødegaard for playing time and being featured more, which is why he made the decision to come back to Real Madrid. What happened? We know there were injuries. Martin's, he suffered different injuries, and then also it seems that he had a falling out at some point with Zidane. At some point, that there are some videos showing that Zidane didn't like his performance during a few games, but the last straw was obviously not being even featured on the squad list for the game of Copa del Rey against Alcoyano. Although from all reports that we've seen, it seems like the final straw was really the game in Malaga versus Athletic Bilbao, where he was not even brought on at any point in a game that they essentially lost and were kicked out of Copa del Rey. He was then asked by Zidane to train after the game. A lot of us have seen those videos of him training by himself after the game, and that was the last straw for Martin. He has already actually contacted Real Sociedad. That is where he would like to return to. He has a good relationship with the team, and he has essentially asked Real Sociedad to formally request to Real Madrid to go back. To ask for him on loan and to be given that opportunity to go on loan. Will Real Madrid give Martin Ødegaard out on loan to essentially a team that is performing very well currently in La Liga and could be a headache for Los Madridistas, for Los Vikingos? We do not know what's going to happen. We don't know what Zidane is thinking. Obviously, this lit a fire in many Madridistas, and the situation at this point is that Zidane finds himself really on the chopping block, in the hot seat, and essentially from, at least by the public of Madrid, wondering what is going on. Why are you throwing away such a talented player? Why are you not playing him? And then essentially, what are your plans for the future when it comes to our youth? Josep Pedredol from Chiringuito even slammed Zidane last night, saying that he is ruining the youth players for Real Madrid, and he is focusing too much on his old guard, and that essentially the old guard, and in my opinion, the old guard, as good as they are, you're going to run into a situation where they can obviously they're going to get tired, they're getting older, and he has at this point rotated very few of the new acquisitions, the youthful acquisitions. So what is going on? And this needs to be addressed. We don't know if, Florentino is going to address it. Is Zidane going to address it at some point? And what really happened between Zidane and Martin Ødegaard? We do know that there were promises made for playing time, and that's why he chose to come from Real Sociedad. But at the end of the day, it looks like those promises weren't kept, and Martin wants to leave. And now we're waiting on the decision of will Martin Ødegaard leave to Real Sociedad. That's it for all the news right now. Check us out again here at Real Madrid Hub. You can also follow me on my social media at Y Nada Más Podcast. And remember, this is an offshoot of my good friend Jota Madrid's channel, who has 2 channels, Jota Real Madrid and DoctorJota. You can check us out there for all Real Madrid news. We'll be back soon, and thank you for tuning in.